Hey there, this is Jarrett with G4 by Golpa, and first I just want to say congratulations on taking the first step or the first steps into changing your life, especially with a procedure like the G4 implant solution. That being said, a little bit of background. I was a patient like you only 4 years ago, flew from New Jersey to Las Vegas and had my procedure done, so I can assure you I understand and know what you're going through and what is behind the very important emotional decision to do this type of procedure. That being said, a lot of the information that you need and a lot of the questions that you have can be found on our website, g4bygolpa.com, if you haven't been there already. And it's very informative, so we always recommend everybody go to the website and read everything you can. It's just going to answer a lot of those detailed questions. This video is more a consumer alert, and a consumer alert all across the board, because so many patients call our offices, call me, and during our consultations and answering the questions, we hear pretty much the same question all the time, or questions. So we wanted to address a few of those really quick. First thing you're going to hear is, oh, I should just go out of the country. I should go to Mexico or, Costa Rica, and it's going to be half the price. It's just not true. On top of having to fly there 3 or 4 times, which is at least a week at a time, each time that you go, that costs money. And a lot of them just get you in the door by saying, oh, $13,000, full mouth procedure, come on out here. But then when you get out there, you realize that was only for, one set of upper teeth or one set of lower teeth, and the story normally changes. Now, granted, you have a good experience after your 3 trips there. God forbid you get back to the States and something happens, you just have no protection. You have no legal recourse, and you just have to hope that these companies do the right thing. So it's always smarter to stay in the United States and do this procedure, whether with us or not. It's just you're way more protected. The next thing is really, people can promise you teeth in a day. There's so many websites and companies out there now who teeth today, teeth in 5 minutes, teeth tomorrow, new smiles right now, new smiles tomorrow. But the reality is can they actually deliver on what they're selling you? We found that there not only are so many people who legitimately copy our website nearly word for word. If you don't believe me, there's several out there. Just go to our site, go to theirs. Most of their websites and companies popped up in 2017 somehow, but we've been here for nearly a decade. Look into those little details, because they matter. What are they trying to hide? Obviously imitation, as we say, is the greatest form of flattery, but it's not very flattering to the patient. And that's the difference ultimately you're going to find with G4 by Golpa. What you see is what you get. Their motto is, and has been, the proof is in the patient. And I'm living proof of that, because again, I was a paying patient who went through and had the procedure done 4 years ago, and 2 years later, I wound up working for the company. And the reason for that was because they want to keep patients informed, and they especially want to keep everybody informed out there about what it's like to go through the process from a patient. So that just tells you the commitment that G4 has. But let's move on to another thing. What teeth are they giving you in their teeth in a day, or teeth tomorrow, or teeth now in 10 minutes and 12 minutes? Is it a permanent set of teeth, or is it a temporary denture or a temporary set until you eventually have to go back 4 to 6 months later and get those permanent teeth? Ask those questions before you even go through the door, because I promise you, the story does change often. Another thing that you want to look out for is the disclaimers. Look into the disclaimers. The disclaimer will tell you, if you bring it up, it'll say 9 times out of 10, most people will have to leave in a temporary set of teeth, but in rare occasions, we can deliver a permanent set of teeth in 24 hours. The point is very simple. We don't want you, the patient, to be swindled into anything. Like I said, at this company, what you see is what you get. As an example, we, in very rare occasions, 5% of our cases, do have to send a patient home in a temporary set of dentures. Those are very complex cases where the doctors do everything in their power to avoid that, but we want every patient to have the exact same results as all of us. But sometimes with bone loss and complexities and sinus lifting and bone grafting, bone density, that's not possible. But for 95% of patients, like myself, that is all we do every day. So yes, of course, we're going to tell you that if you're an extremely complex case, you know who you are. That is a possibility, but that's your worst case scenario. But we tell you about it right out of the gate. We don't lie and say, you're getting your permanent teeth, and then you come into the office and hit you like drop a ton of bricks on you and say, no, I'm sorry you didn't know that was a possibility. So you just want to really look into these companies and really watch out for the haters and imitators. And one thing I can assure you, that once you look through their disclaimers, once you look at the resumes, I mean, geez, I've even seen companies change their names 3 times to avoid the bad reviews that they get, and still continue to try to do this type of procedure, but it's nothing like what we do. So this video was more just to inform you and let you know that we as a company, me as a patient, me as an employee now of this amazing company, we just want to keep you informed, and we want you to make the most informed decision, because we do know how personal this is. We do know what an investment it is. And with us, you're not just a number. Nothing's going to change from the time you come in the door or leave. We do treat this like family, and we will treat you like family. That's not a buzzword. It's not a sizzle word. I'm like a living proof of that. And I like to say to patients when I talk to them on the phone, the most interesting thing was I felt like I followed the yellow brick road all the way to the Wizard of Oz, and I got to see behind the curtain now working for the company. And instead of seeing some misleading company who had all these tricks of sale words and buzzwords, I saw the exact same thing as a patient as I do now internally in the company. And that was just amazing to me, because I know that's very, very hard to find, especially since having been to so many dentists throughout my life. So I hope this video helps. I hope everybody feels a little bit more aware of what to look out for. And if you're not, if you still have more questions, we have a team of amazing people ready to talk to you, myself included. So, go to our website, look at our consultation list. You can choose from myself or a load of other amazing team members, like I said. And we're here whenever you need us. So good luck. I hope this video helped, like I said, and we hope to hear or see you soon.